Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Brittany again. Today's going to be a little bit different. I'm going to go over some beauty products that I'm really loving, ones that are on a budget. I do have a couple products that I'm going to list towards the end that are a little more expensive, but they work really well, so they're one of my favorites. If you do like these kind of videos, if you'll like the video and go ahead and subscribe, I'm going to be putting out more of these videos of like beauty products I really want to share with you guys that I really like. Now, the thing is, like with my skin, I feel like I have combination skin. So I get really oily like in my T-zones on my nose, but I get really dry. Like my nose will actually crust here if I don't put lotion on it, and it'll get really dry throughout here. Some oily here. My forehead all across is really oily. So a lot of these products I've found on myself that work. There are a couple that I'll explain that I feel like if you have oily skin, you really want to stay away from, because at least they made me more oily. So I guess we'll start with foundation first. Foundation that I have first would be, so if I am doing a self tan, I will use these products. The one though that I would say kind of stay away from because it does make me more oily, I tend to find that it works for a few hours and then it starts getting real oily, especially on my nose, is the Dream Satin Liquid here. Well, that's how I guess you do it so the camera focuses. But it's the Dream Satin Liquid. And I am ivory beige in this one, so if I'm doing a tan, this is the one that I go with. And then we've got this one here. I feel like doesn't make me too oily. It can though, but I feel like this one is better than this guy here. This one is the Dream Matte Mousse. It is in the shade Light, so this is the one that I would use actually if I wasn't tanning. So this one I do use. And then one that I really like, that I feel like works for me, is the True Match Light Ivory. And it's I feel like that doesn't make me too bad. But like I said, my skin and everybody's skin is different. So what may work for you might not work for me. What might not work for me might work for you. So you just got to kind of test out the products. Like I said, these guys are pretty affordable. This one, I believe, was, I want to say probably about $6 or $7 at CVS. This guy was, oh, probably about $6 or $7. No, this one was probably about $9. It was a little more expensive. This one was probably about $8 or so from CVS as well. And then one that I do use also, that if I am doing self-tanning, which I don't do it a lot, but if I am self-tanned, I don't tan my face. I just leave it as it is, and then I'll use makeup. It's the Medium Deep, the Maybelline Fit Me. And this, I feel like, it's the loose finishing powder. I feel like that works pretty well in combination with the Dream Matte Mousse. So I use these, or not this guy, I'm sorry, it's this one here. Even though this one kind of makes it oily, this one doesn't really like make it too oily. So I guess they kind of work in combination, because one kind of makes it oily, one settles it out. So I find like that works, that combination. But like I said, again, what might work for me might not work for you. The one that I do use on a daily basis, because this stuff works really well for me, is the True Match Super Blendable, and I am in the shade Light Ivory. So I've gone through a few of these. These I feel like works really well. And also a really good thing about that, since I have oily skin, if I put that on, like just by itself, no liquid foundation or anything, I feel like that works really well. That's what I usually do, is like you can tell I have some redness. So all I did was I used one of my brushes and put this guy all over my face. I feel like that works really well. And then just set it with some setting spray. Next thing I guess we'll go over is like for your eyes, which I don't have a lot. The one product that I do have that is a little more expensive, but I really like, it's actually on my eyelid here. My eyes are creased so that they always get in the crease, so I apologize. This guy right here, it's from Stila, and this guy is so pretty. It's called Kitten Karma. And this guy, sorry, I don't have a ring light, so it's really hard to see the sparkles. Now, if I did have a ring light, it would be a lot easier, but it is gorgeous. It's like a rose gold, and Stila makes really good products, like their eyeshadows and like their lips. They just make really good products in general, and I really like they had some metallic ones as well, like greens and blues and teals, and this one's just more subtle is why I went for it. It's more of a natural look, but I really do like Stila products. This guy was a little more expensive. I got it at Ulta. I think this guy was about $25. So, but if you're looking for a really pretty glitter eyeliner eyeshadow, I would suggest this guy. It works really good. And then let's see, we'll go with eyeshadow, so we'll stay on that. And we'll first go with this guy, and this is a really pretty mini palette from Maybelline. This one was maybe about $6-7, and it's got some really pretty colors to it. Like this guy right here is really pretty. Like, it's really light but really pretty toned, neutral tone pink, but it does have some shine to it. It's like a coppery rose color. This guy's really pretty too. This one's a darker pink, kind of picks up orangish on the camera. It's actually like a more deeper copper tone. This one works really good. I love this this little palette. This one was like $6-7, I want to say. And then this is one of my go-to palettes. This guy is the Paradise Enchanted. At first it was scented, it no longer is, but you've got a variety of colors that are gorgeous. Like this brown color. I keep putting on the wrong finger because I don't know why. But this brown in the corner of your eye, like if you were going to do like some smoky deep effect, I think would be really pretty. I've actually done that before. That guy's really pretty, as well as this pink is one of my favorites. Hold on, let me see. So the pink right there in the middle. A little hard to see, but let's wipe this off. But I would say if you're looking for a really pretty, like pinkish, pinky colors to add, I would honestly, I don't know if they still have it, but they might still have that Enchanted palette. I think that they do still have it out in stores. This guy, one of my go-tos, one of my favorites. Now, and I don't know if I mentioned with the Stila, that's actually what's on my eyelid. I guess we'll go with bronzers and contours. Now, I don't contour my face a lot. Probably should, but I don't. I'm just lazy like that. So the one thing that I do like to use is bronzer, which is really nice if you just put it really lightly across there, across the area where you're supposed to contour, where your face goes in. This color is really pretty. Let's see. And especially if you're really pale like me, that's going to give you a really pretty soft like sunset glow, but it's not going to be too harsh. And that guy was, this one was a little more pricey. It was about $14, but it works really well if you're looking for a good bronzer. Another one that I like is by NYX. It's the contour kit. Now, if I am using powder, which usually I'll do, I'll use like the cream stick. I'll show you here in a second. Let's find it. Where's it at? It's the cream stick. Now, this guy was a little more pricey. It was about $30. It's from Clinique. It's the chubby stick. And this guy is it's a little bit darker, so you have to be really careful with it. I'll use that along with the powdered. So I'll use usually like this color, maybe this color, just depends on what I'm feeling. So this is really nice. I think my mom got this one for me. I think it was $10, I want to say. So this one's really nice. Like I said, this one was about $30, but it works really well. If you're looking for a really good contour stick, I would go with Clinique. For eyes, or well, eyebrows, the one thing that I use is the Brow Stylish Shape and File. This one works really well. If you can see that, my camera does not want to pick it up. There it is. It's that guy there, and I use this one a lot. Sorry about my eyebrows too. They need to be waxed. That's what I'm gonna do tomorrow. But this guy is really nice. The color that I have for the color of my eyebrows, let's see if it says brunette. I think that's the color of it. And then we have one of my go-to, the one that I have on right now, which I've really been loving this product lately. This brow pencil was probably about $8. The Revlon Color Stay Skinny. Let me put that one down. The skinny one here. This one I've really been loving. It's actually what I have on my, you can't really see because of my glasses, but it's the one that I have on my my winged eyeliner, and this one's gorgeous. Like, this one I'll use in place of the black. I mean, I've been feeling more of the brunette lately, but this guy has even some shimmer to it. So let's see if I can get it to kind of sparkle. Not really, but they've got other colors too. I think they've got like colorful ones too, but I feel like this brush especially is really easy to line with. And then that guy was probably about $7 or so. I'll put the links in the description if I can find the makeup, but that guy is really, really nice if you're looking for a good eyeliner. Now, as far as black goes, the one that I always go to is the Maybelline Line Studio, and it's black, it's waterproof. I think the brown one as well is waterproof. This guy is one of my go-to favorites. Like, the brush is a felt tip brush, and see if I can, I don't know how they do this. That is a felt tip one, and which is really nice. Just be really careful. I found that, like, you want to kind of get it off the edges, because if you don't, but if you've got a steady hand, I mean, this one's pretty good. Just make sure that you wipe the excess off. And let's see what else. This, I usually use this guy here. I've used this all the time in the past. It's the Falsies one by Maybelline, and it the Push Up Angel one, and I love this one. This is one of my go-tos. The one that I found, like, I tried for a while. I had this one for a while, and I put it up and was like, I'm never gonna use that. I've got other mascaras. This guy really has changed a lot of the ways the product that I use for my mascara, because this guy is waterproof. But I think I got this one from Kohl's about 2 years ago, and I recently started using it. I want to say this guy was probably around $10 whenever I got it. It is the Lorac Pro Fiber Plus, and that's all it says. I don't know if they even have it still, but the brush is really interesting. So I guess that's why it works really well. It's got like that really thick bottom, and then it comes up more of a point. And you can kind of tell I don't wear false eyelashes, mainly because I don't have the money for them, but because I feel like my eyelashes are long enough. But this, I feel like, really brings out your eyelashes really big. We'll talk about lips actually now. So the one that I have on right now is and I like this product a lot. It's the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream, and it's in the shade Abu Dhabi. That's what it is. And this one's really pretty. I'll show you what it looks like. It's really a pretty neutral shade, and it's really soft on the lips. It feels like velvet almost, and this one's really, really pretty. Now, I forgot to let you guys know about what I use, like, primer wise. So this stuff I spray on my face every time before I use makeup, and I feel like this sets it really well for primer. It's a soothing facial mist, hard to read it backwards, but Garnier Skin Active vegan formula, and this one has rose water, and it's made without parabens, dyes, and silicones, and it's really nice. I like this a lot, and it smells really good too. And then for one that I've been liking as well is from Revlon. Now this guy I think was $10, I want to say. And this one here is the Rose Glow. I almost forgot to mention these products to you guys. the Rose Glow. It's just makes you have an overall glow whenever you're doing your primer. This is a really nice primer too. It comes in a drip bottle. It's got these really pretty, like, I'll put it on, I guess. I'll show you what it looks like. It's got, it makes your skin really shine. Like, it has some sparkles in it, and it's really pretty. Like I said, I don't have a ring light, so I apologize if you can't really see that. One day I will get a ring light though, just not right now. And the primer that I use, one of my go-tos is the Covergirl, the pore minimizing one. I feel like this works really well. Now, I don't use a lot of primer except for this guy here. I'll spray this on my face. But if I'm doing like a full face, like let's say I'm going to a wedding or out with friends, out to dinner or something, I will use this guy because it really helps, as well as a lot of the products that I've already mentioned. Like I said, a lot of times I'll just simply use a powder with a brush and just put it all over my face. And of course do my like brows and sometimes my mascara. I have like 3 more products to show you guys. So one that I really love, this blush, I went to Ulta and one of the girls was like, you have to try this. So, I mean, I fell in love with it. It is the Clinique, so if I drop it, I'll break it. The Sunset Glow here. This guy as a blush is gorgeous. Let's see. And it's super neutral. Like, it's just so pretty. I can't get over how, like, gorgeous it is. Let me... You see that a little bit? It's like a very pretty, like, coppery, rosy color, but it's really pretty when it's on. And then one of the ones that I really like, and that guy, the Clinique one, that blush was a little more pricey. That one was like 20 bucks. The ones that I use though, if I was getting a call and I thought my recording was stopping, is the Lancôme, the Feels Good. This one, if I use this just by itself, it gives me a little bit of color, but I feel like this doesn't make me really oily either, which is nice. It's a hydrating skin tint, healthy glow, oxidizing. It's got sunscreen in it too, SPF 23. So this is really good. I just use my beauty blender to blend this in and I'm good to go, like especially in the summertime. I'll use this because it's not heavy on the face and it works really well, that I find. And then the last product, of course, cliche, I know. My setting powder, of course, is the Urban Decay. I'm pretty sure you guys have heard about this everywhere. It works phenomenally. The Urban Decay All-Nighter one. And this stuff, I don't like the smell of it. I don't know if a lot of people like the smell of it, but I just don't care for it. But it works really, really well. So if you're looking for a good setting spray, this guy right here, it's like $35, but works really, really well. Honestly, I think that is about it. So since this is my first video, if you guys like these kinds of videos, I guess give it a like and tell me what you think. If you guys have tried these products, but let me know down in the comments. I will be reading those. I guess that's it then, guys. Have a good evening. Bye.